Here's a quick look at the market for Wednesday, September the 23rd, 2009. This was the FOMC day. News was released at 2:15 Eastern Time. And of course, we were well aware of that, looking for some pretty good volatility when that happened. What we're looking at here, of course, are the market profiles. The profile on the far right side is today's lettered market profile and volume profile. This was yesterday's very quiet day. The one in the middle here is what occurred overnight. So we divide those between the regular trading hours RTH and the non-RTH. So we had left yesterday stating that more than likely we would see some continuation higher. And as you can see here, the market had an early low right in here, which was higher than the overnight low, which in turn was higher than yesterday's low. And so the market did, you can see yesterday's high, the overnight high also was, so yesterday's high was taken out, and the overnight low was higher than yesterday's low. So still leaning upward as we were thinking. And as you can see here, after the news came out, the market had a nice move higher, and actually took out the high from last week, which was over here, but quickly turned around, came all the way down here. So a pretty good sell-off, a pretty good rejection off of those highs. It looks like the market has probably gone high enough, at least temporarily, to find aggressive enough sellers to send it down. And however, when you take a look from a longer time frame perspective and take a look at today compared to the previous number of days, we're really still in this more or less sideways move. And until we can take out last week's low right here, the market is still looking pretty strong on a longer time frame basis. Now, tomorrow I do expect this low to get tested, and possibly even last week's low to get tested. So we obviously want to watch that. But until that gets taken out, then the market is still really has the strength of the bulls behind it. So as far as our individual trades were concerned, we had actually kind of a slow day. We had two early short trades, one in here and one in here. The first one was a break even. It hit our first objective, but the second one moved nicely, a couple of points in our favor, so that was nicely profitable. But we didn't really have a lot to work with, as you can see early in the day, or I should say prior to the news being released. It was a pretty quiet day. I mean, it only had a range of I don't know, 7 points or something like that. And so once the news was released, the market had a nice shot up and then basically just sold off for the rest of the day. So we didn't have an opportunity on our specific trade types to get short, although using our balance areas here, as you can see, gave us many opportunities to utilize them to get short as the market stepped its way lower. So really not a lot to report, other than we do think we should have some follow-through. The next support down was the 53 area that we didn't quite get to, that I was mentioning before. And then of course 50 is the next one below that. And these could certainly get tested. And if they do, and then the market holds below them, that could be pretty darn bearish, and we could have a good swing move out of that. But until that happens, I suspect we could end up with a fair amount of consolidation tomorrow, and that's likely to hover from approximately the 63 area down to today's low, maybe down to 53. I think if it gets back up above 63, it could have a half decent move higher. But I am expecting some follow-through lower tomorrow. We'll just have to monitor that to see if we can get it. But like I say, I think the important thing from today was that the market went up to find some pretty aggressive sellers, but those sellers, at least so far, have not really tipped the scale in favor of the sellers on a swing basis. On a swing basis, I still think we're in the up mode, and that's how we're going to trade it, although with an expectation that tomorrow could very well come on down, testing today's low and possibly getting down to 53 or 50. But it would have to hold below 53 and then 50 to really get some heavy weight on it. So that's really what we're looking at. Thanks for joining us. If you got any questions or comments, of course, just get a hold of us at info@eMiniDayTrader.com. Thanks a lot. Have a good day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.